So friends, I greet you in our next video today. I am Radim from Your Military Stories, and today we will show you the new Czech packaged food ration, BPD. It used to be BDP, but today it is BPD, which is a packaged food ration. In the past, the meals used to be in these paper boxes, something like in cardboard boxes. In the distant past, it used to come in 3 cans, which basically contained only lunch meats. After the paper box started, the paper box was in these kinds of plastic bags, with each bag having a different color: blue, red, white, brown, green. There were incredibly good cookies called sweet and salty. They were hard, and in an emergency, they could even be used to start a fire. Then came MREs only in brown bags, or packaged food rations in brown bags and in a paper box. The good cookies were replaced by crisp bread slices, the kind we know from the store. Then the meals were always in trays. There was no spoon, no heating. But there was a manual that claimed or advised that the food could be put into Jesus and heated in the fire or on the fire. Then the food in that tray could be placed on the hood of a military vehicle, or on the engine, on the hot engine, or on the warm engine, and it would also heat up. And then there came such meals. In a corrugated container, which is basically the standard nowadays, and chemical heating, but again without a spoon. And now we have these new meals. This is the food for the day, including breakfast, lunch, dinner, PPC and PPD with breakfast. Between breakfast and lunch is PPC, then there's lunch, and between lunch and dinner is PPD. Then we have dinner, with these very delicious Czech meals in these bags, which supposedly now also have bags, with a closure using a plastic zipper. I believe that I think I saw those just once, and it was very recently, in the past few days. But for now, these are still the ones. Before we dive into breakfast, I want to point out that these meals have a disadvantage, and I would like to highlight it. We try to select and sort them, but it's beyond our control. Sometimes it happens that the Czech packaged food rations are slightly open in some parts. Here we have it sealed, and here it is unsealed. Both the lunch and unfortunately the PPD suffer from this, as they are actually half poorly sealed. So that's definitely a drawback of these meals right from the very first glance. It's obvious. Alright, now let's take a closer look at it, and I would go straight to breakfast. So for breakfast, let's see what we have. The front of the package actually says that it's for 4 hours, that we have a spoon in there, and we're even boasting about it, that we finally have a spoon in these meals. And the name of the meal is vegetarian spread. There is also the weight, how to store it, storage, humidity, and so on. So I wouldn't drag this out any longer, because we have the entire content listed on the back, in Czech, in English, and the quantities. However, I don't want to read it and then watch it, so it's better to just watch it right away. So let's get to it. This package here, for example, is holding up well. It was sealed properly. So we have a delicious crispy corn slice with fiber once, a crispy corn slice with fiber twice, and nutritious. A jar of sweet and tangy apricot jam, a pack of light and crispy biscuits, a sachet of instant fruit-flavored drink mix, a box of rich and aromatic black tea, and a bag of freshly ground coffee beans. Once again, we have light, crispy biscuits, rich chocolate, and sweet granulated sugar. Paper napkins, a trash bag I assume, a spoon, and a moist hygienic wipe, and the vegetarian spread itself, such as... Let's say that the breakfast, compared to what it used to be, is quite rich, so let's go straight to the vegetarian spread. This is what it looks like. We'll open one of those crisp bread slices to go with it. So, in conclusion, that is the situation as it stands. There isn't much more to add, and everything has been covered comprehensively. It's not bad. It seems like a kind of blended mush to me, the kind you find in Indian restaurants or Indian cuisine, just mush with paprika. Contents of this vegetarian spread: drinking water, sunflower oil, vegetable paprika, red, soy, potato starch, spice flavoring and spice extracts, dextrose, thickener. So that's the entire content of the vegetarian spread. But I have to admit it's not bad. It's kind of lightly spicy and good, good. Let's absolutely use this toasted slice right away and try this apricot jam. It's good. That the jam isn't sweet at all. It's kind of tangy. So when you eat the whole thing, you won't feel thirsty at all, which I think is just great. That jam is really absolutely great. Next we have dark chocolate. So dark chocolate, not bad, actually good, quite nice. And then we have these two light biscuits, which come in pairs. I'll try to open them. These biscuits are great. Oh my gosh, they are really, really great. These are excellent. We'll make that drink in a bit, because right now I'd like to dive into the next package, where we have dried meat and an energy gel in the PPC. Pusta will definitely and undoubtedly add something extra and special to it, making it even better. Dried meat, one delicious and nutritious energy gel, another delicious and nutritious energy gel, isotonic beverage, grape sugar. These are essentially the delicious and colorful sucking candies that we know from the store, a paper napkin that we often use for cleaning up, and a hygienic wet wipe. That's all. Everything is stable for sucking. Purely quick energy. That's it. Aha. The expiration date is the 21st day of the 11th month, 24. I got it wrong. Now we could use some leftovers that we have from breakfast. Leftover. And take. We have two energy gels with orange, so take this one. Energy gel. So this definitely looks like an energy gel. It's refreshing, slightly salty, but just slightly and good. No problem having some more from my side. Really good. It kind of reminds me of honey with how it stretches. And now let's take a look at the meat. Dried meat. They are small pieces. We have delicious turkey dried meat here, and it's also in small pieces. As you can clearly observe, you can also see that it is indeed very well seasoned. PPC as a snack, a source of quick energy, perfect before lunch. It's already slightly opened by the manufacturer, so it will be easy for us to open. We'll try it out and see how it goes. We'll use the chemical heating right away, right now, immediately. Let's get right to it right now. Here we have the main course, which is pasta with turkey meat, spinach, and garlic. It can be eaten cold, but since we have chemical heating, let's try using the chemical heater. We don't have anywhere here how much water we currently have remaining. Yeah, it's here. In English for Czech speakers, and it's also here in Czech. So 50 milliliters, which corresponds to under the rubble. We fill it with water under the rubble. We'll leave it there for 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, we're trying out the big tech. It's already starting to inflate nicely. This is mainly for putting in. You should leave it like this. And this is where you put the main dish so it doesn't burn us. We'll wait 10 to 15 minutes, and in the meantime, we'll look at big tech. So we have a delicious mixed vegetable blend with carrots, peas, and corn. Dessert. Again, dark chocolate. Again, an instant fruit drink. A packet where we have a spoon, napkins, and there will definitely be a wet wipe as well. Finally, we have coffee, salt, sugar, and chewing gum. Let's also take a look at the mixed vegetable blend, such as carrots, peas, and corn. There is also usually beetroot, a mix with beetroot, and then there is a mix with canned white beans and corn. So this is how it looks. I'll take the spoon we used for the energy gel that we had at breakfast and try it out. So like this, slightly. It's actually neither sweet nor sour, just like vegetables. It's good for the gut microbiome and the body that we don't just eat meat, but also have vegetables, which is great because it makes the diet balanced. Literally balanced. The vegetables are really good. Really good? Just like the others, here we have an absolutely delicious and tasty dessert. So this is what the dessert looks like. There's some kind of mixture inside. We'll see what it is. Dark chocolate with a mixture inside similar to what's in a Margot bar. It's not exactly a Margot bar, it's not as sweet, but similar to eggs. I have to say the development compared to the previous BDP in the paper box and brown packaging is just brutal. A lot of food, variety, vegetables, much better than it was before. We have that drink for 1 liter of beverage, so we'll make it at the very end. We already have 2 of those drinks from breakfast, and now we have 1 from lunch as well. We tried the bar. I have no choice to slowly stop the cooking, the heating, even though we haven't even had 10 minutes, and take the risk to see how it will be. Although I name it, they kept the time. But yeah, it's like this. So this looks like yes. That bottom part, we have a little bit of it, but from the bottom, once it's heated and mixed, I think it will be just fine. So it's heated from the bottom. So the tray where there is the spinach cream, and you can really taste the garlic. Now I also have the definitely delicious turkey meat here. Let's get to it. One of the good things, and I can imagine that they could eat this for maybe 2 days, 3 days, 4 days without anything else, just this, because it's really good. You can actually eat it. It's good. So next, following lunch and before dinner, there is another snack in the form of food supplement D, which is we have fish in a spoon again, but unfortunately it's half open. Let's take a look. So we have a fitness crisp bread, another fitness crisp bread, and another instant fruit drink. Tuna, and here we have a small delicious dark chocolate bar. And now we have a package containing accessories, such as matches and matches. There used to be beautiful green ones, but unfortunately they have been replaced with the regular ones. 1 water purification tablet with instructions, but it's in Czech. It's for 1 liter of water, and you have to wait 30 minutes for it to filter. Again, a wet hygienic wipe, regular napkins, and a spoon. We note the slices. The tuna is like the classic one from the store, in its own juice. Alright, so let's definitely give it a try. Tuna and crisp bread. With these fitness crisp breads, the tuna is really delicious. It's indeed a good combination. Additionally, there are 2 of them, so there's plenty of it, this food. Friends, next we have dinner, which is pork, again for 4 hours. Let's take a look at what we have here right now, shall we? Fitness crisp bread, corn crisp bread with fiber. Corn crisp bread with fiber, fitness crisp bread, light biscuit. Actually the same as in breakfast. We have instant goulash soup, which is a type of chemical heating, black tea, chewing gum, smoked meat with pea mash, isotonic drink, salt, sugar, and sugar. That includes various types of ingredients, and also in addition to which are various types of items as well as other things. And a wooden spoon with paper napkins and a wet wipe. Friends, I wouldn't even heat it up right now. We heated up our lunch. We'll try dinner without heating. After all, it's pea mash. We'll see how it goes. I'm personally interested in this because I've heard a lot of opinions about it. I've heard that it's very salty, so let's try it out and see how salty it really is. Let's get to it. Even though it's cold, it smells really nice. So, this is what the smoked meat looks like, and we'll try it. The meat is good, soft, and there's nothing fatty in it. And there's really a lot of it. It's a bit saltier, well, the mash. Here I already have the mash, you know. You can eat it, it's okay, but for me personally, it's really very salty. You can eat it, there's nothing special about it. I would now, at this moment, move on to the light and crispy crisp breads that are right here. They were actually already in the breakfast, but those were good. I want the same in white chocolate. It's not sweet at all. It's actually quite diet friendly and pretty good. Friends, since we have an instant fruit drink here, although it's for up to a liter, we have about 750 here, so we'll try to put it into this bottle. By the way, the bottles will soon be available on our e-shop as well. Let's try that drink. So this kind of orange drink, it's not too sweet, just a normal orange drink. Alright friends, I believe you enjoyed the video about Czech food supplement D, that it made you hungry. And I trust that you'll want to try at least one packet of the food. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting our e-shop, and I believe that together we will write our first or more shared stories. Take care.